Hi, welcome to another Kickstarter video hosted by Spellstorm Miniatures. My name's Dan. I'm going to run down a lot of Kickstarters here real quick that are ending this month and give you a little preview for next month. First up, we have Ultimate Bestiary by Nord Games, a horde of miniatures for your tabletop adventures based on the best-selling monster book Revenge of the Horde. So says the tagline of the Kickstarter. Now this is going to get you your fill of goblins, hobgoblins, and orcs. Each has a decent selection of miniatures, or you can upgrade to the war bands of any of those to get even more soldiers, plus an ogre along with it. Now, according to their estimate, you will have to wait about a year until next October to start getting your delivery to fill your dungeon or wherever the battle's being done. If you can't decide, there's the whole Horde army. Well, now you need somewhere to use your miniatures. The Scarlet Citadel, a 5th edition Dungeon of Secrets. This is a classic multi-level dungeon for 5th edition gaming, a place of dungeon crawling, treasure looting, and morphing battle maps. This Kickstarter is presented by Kobold Press, which I have a few of their adventures. They've been doing a pretty good job, though they say this is the first dungeon-centric adventure that they have put out for 5th edition. Now, like I said, they come with the Roll20 or Fantasy Grounds maps for virtual. You can purchase that for about $33. You also have the PDF for $20 or some combos in between. Estimated delivery is July 2021. Now, a quick touch on Dungeon Fighter, though not really any minis in this one. It's a cooperative dexterity game for 1 to 6 players where you throw dice at a target in whimsical ways to defeat monsters in a deadly dungeon. A little bit of that fun times, but you get to hurl your dice in a totally different way. The Cosmic Dragon Breviary, a draconic compendium for 5e, is a small but mighty book filled with unique monsters, rich lore, and player options for D&D based on a novel line of neutral dragons. This is the first creation by Tony Casper and will run you about $10 and up. Set to deliver November 2020, so if you're looking for a little bit different in your dragons, check this one out. Kingdom of Triadom is a 3D printable STL medieval fantasy by the Master Forge. This is the first one created, and it's a fantasy set of modular 3D printable buildings and minis for all your tabletop RPGs such as D&D and other miniature games. The detail on these look really good. There's even a free downloadable STL to give it a try yourself. Now, these also look a little bit more like on the resin printer side for some of the miniatures, but the buildings might be able to get away with an FDM. It'll run you about $12 and up and set to deliver November of 2020. The Rise of Obliterarium, hopefully I'm saying that right, is a group of fantasy miniatures featuring 4 clans full of attitude, they say, in a 75mm scale resin miniatures. Use these for gaming, painting, and collecting. This is by Magical Miniature Game, their first created. What caught my eye on these was the detail on them and the little bit of variety that you have. A little bit unique and different. It'll run you about $58 for one clan, on up for more, and available June 2021. Another first created here, Monkstone Miniatures has The 3 Pigs and Other Denizens of Dünnmere, a set of 7 fantasy miniatures in 28mm scale. Now these I look at and kind of think 3 little pigs on a twisted scale. These neat models will run you about $21 and up, available March 2021. The Worlds Without Number by Kevin Crawford is a sandbox fantasy role-playing game packed with world-building tools and GM helps. It's compatible with Stars Without Number, so if you know that one, this one is definitely one to check out. It ends early November, along with Blackstorm Realsm, a 5th edition setting by Jetpack 7. Now, this one is sword and sorcery meets epic space fantasy. Little versatile campaign setting for your 5e, change things up a little bit. You can even download a sample for it. You can check it out or any of the other Kickstarters I talked about in the description down below with all those links. Thank you for joining me on this. If you're liking our content, please like and subscribe.